vector A, vector B and vector C are three non-zero vectors such that cross product of vector A and vector B is equal to vector C, cross product of vector B and vector C is equal to vector A, and we have to show using these things that A, B and C are mutually perpendicular, and when they are mutually perpendicular, then magnitude of B is equal to 1 and magnitude of C is equal to magnitude of A. This we have to show. Okay. Now, given vector A, vector B and vector C are non-zero vectors, and the conditions are vector A cross vector B, cross product of vector A and vector B is equal to vector C. Now, therefore, now this result, what this shows? This shows vector C is perpendicular to vector A and vector C is perpendicular to vector B. First thing. Second condition they have given, vector B cross vector C, cross product of vector B and vector C is equal to vector A. Therefore, vector A is perpendicular to vector B and vector A is perpendicular to vector C. Second condition. Now, from 1 and 2 we get vector A is perpendicular to vector B, vector B is perpendicular to vector C and vector C is perpendicular to vector A. Hence, vector A, vector B and vector C are mutually perpendicular. First part of the question we have done. Now we have to show that magnitude of B is 1 and magnitude of C is equal to magnitude of A. Now, vector A cross vector B is equal to vector C. This is given. Now, by definition of vector cross product, vector product or vector cross product, magnitude of vector A, magnitude of vector B sine pi by 2 is equal to magnitude of vector C. Vector A, vector B magnitudes is equal to magnitude of vector C. Now let this be equation number 3. Why pi by 2? Because we have proved that these are mutually perpendicular. Now again, second condition was vector B cross vector C is equal to vector A. Now this becomes vector C sine pi by 2 is equal to magnitude of vector A. Okay, and this becomes magnitude of vector B, magnitude of vector C is equal to magnitude of vector A. Fourth, now here already we have written the statement, so result is, this statement is for both the cases. Now, from 3 and 4, now third was vector A, vector B is equal to vector C. Now in place of vector A, in place of not vector, magnitude of vector A, we are going to put this result. So what we are getting? Magnitude of vector B, magnitude of vector C, this is for A, for magnitude of vector A here, and magnitude of vector B with magnitude of vector B is equal to magnitude of vector C. This is from third and fourth. Okay. Now this becomes magnitude of vector C is equal to magnitude of vector C, and this implies is equal to 1. Okay. Therefore, is equal to 1. Now, putting magnitude of vector B is equal to 1, because now we have to prove magnitude of C is equal to magnitude of A. So, if we are putting here as a 1, then we are getting the desired result. In equation 4, magnitude of vector C is equal to magnitude of vector A. So, this we have proved and this we have proved. Hence, magnitude of vector B is equal to 1 and magnitude of vector C is equal to magnitude of vector A. Solved.